back to 7 Questions with NTG. I got a very, very, very special guest in the building tonight. This guest I've actually worked with personally. Okay,
Yes,
so I was one of his first clients, Fit by Fred. Okay,
yes.
so
Yes.
it's an honor to have you on the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
I
just go ahead
appreciate
and
it.
introduce yourself real quick.
Well, my name is Fred, also known as Fit by Fred. Personal trainer in the city of Philadelphia. Feel like I'm a up and coming trainer. A lot of people don't really quite know me yet, but they will. So that's what I am. That's who I am. You know.
Yeah, and he's being modest because he is definitely. I'm telling you, it's more than just when he's training you. First of all, he's going to kick your butt. I'll tell you that. Number one, it's not going to be a little,
Right.
playing
Right.
around session. It's serious.
Right. Exactly.
It's worth it. It's definitely worth it, and you definitely see the results.
Thank you.
So
Thank
I
you.
gotta plug that one for myself because I know for me,
Firsthand. You already know how we were getting down. You know.
And he's specific to whatever your needs are because I have heart issues.
Right.
So he was very careful to make sure that I didn't overdo it, but at the same time, it wasn't an excuse.
Right. We're gonna keep
that next level.
Yeah, we're gonna get through it, right?
So again, it's just an honor to have you here.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Tell us how you got started into what made you want to get into personal training.
Just looking in the mirror and wanting change. Just wanting to change my story. I would walk past the mirror frequently and be like, it's something I wanna work out. I want to start to train a little bit. And I started working out down in Northern Liberties.
Okay.
And I was working out down there for a while, and I really just fell in love with personal training. Like I really think that it's a very healthy addiction. You know what I mean? As far as people that have health problems and things of that nature, I really think it's very beneficial to work out, especially if you're getting older, up there in age. You know what I mean? It just benefits all the way around the board. So that's how I got started. And once I started seeing results for myself, it was like it just became a everyday thing. I started off right. It was like I was in the early stages. I was training about 4 days a week for myself.
Okay.
With a strict regimen of what I was doing when I went in there, and it just turned into where we are now.
Yeah, where you constantly building.
Yes.
Because I've been watching. I see on your Instagram. I see the new clientele and
yes.
Kind of talk about what you're doing right now.
Well, right now I'm actually at Blink Fitness in South Philly.
Okay.
I'm there about maybe 3 to 4 days a week. So everybody that's listening can come on down. If you join the gym, you get a free session. You get a free session with me, and then we can talk packages. But I'm guaranteed once I train you one time, I think you're gonna go ahead and fall in line with it.
Yeah.
I currently still have a gym that I have access to in Collingdale as well. It's called Advanced Fitness LLC. So for all the people in Delaware County, Springfield, Drexel Hill that can't get to South Philly, I also have another location that we can get it in at as well. And in the summertime, I also do outdoor classes. So we can meet somewhere in the summertime, have group sessions and things of that nature. And we can go ahead and get to work. I'm ready to get people to work.
Get that good sweat going on outside in the heat.
Yeah, indeed.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Who are some of your influences in the business and what separates you? Because it's a lot of personal trainers, right? It's the market is huge. Just like music, how it's so flooded. But what do you feel like makes you different from other trainers?
I think my approach to every client, every approach is different. If I have someone that needs to lose weight, if I have someone that needs to gain muscle, I have to structure a workout for that individual person, and everything has to fall in line with what they're trying to do. I think it's just my style of training, how I mix things together. You know what I mean? That makes me different. I'm more hands-on, I would like to say. And I really coach you on along the way. I want to really make sure everybody wins that's up under me as their personal trainer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's important.
Separation. What separates me? I know a few trainers. I don't know. I see a lot of them online, but it's not too many that I personally know. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like the guys that I do actually interact with, they're all great trainers. Some guys that do CrossFit. I know a couple guys that own gyms and everything. So they're all really good trainers. So I think what separates me from them is just my approach to my clients. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And character has a lot to do with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, character has a lot. You have to make the client want to be trained by you. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I think my character and my personality kind of goes hand in hand with the way I train. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
No, it does. I know, like I said, from personal experience.
Right. You already know. It was I try to make the sessions fun. I don't want to be a drill sergeant, but at the same time, we're gonna get to work.
Yeah.
You know, without you really feeling like, but we're gonna have fun with the session. At the same time, getting what you came for. You know what I mean?
Right. And like I said, you were part of my journey of, healing my heart, because my heart had some issues, and working out was one of the, that was one of the prescriptions that I had to follow in order to make myself healthier and to be here. So I appreciate you for working with me,
Not a problem. Not a problem. Anytime.
So again, I can't say enough about, your training method. It was good. It was hard work. So you're going to get your sweat on, you're going to do some work.
For sure.
It's worth it. It's worth it. And it's it's good for your body, mind, and spirit. Because it's a spirit thing too. For people that's trying to lose weight, or even people that's trying to maybe gain weight.
Right.
What do you think has to be done? It's more than just, I know it's more than just working out. It's something that can change with your whole mindset.
Right. It's a lifestyle. And I think a lot of people have to break the barrier of just starting out. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are comfortable doing their regular routine. You know, you go to work, you come home, you make dinner for the kids, and you go sit down and watch TV. But imagine doing that for years. So training with me, it's a culture. It's kind of like a culture shock. You know what I mean? Because it's like, now you come home, you got to prioritize a little bit different. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I got to meet my trainer at 6 o'clock. So now you're moving different through the day. You know what I'm saying? And mentally, I mean, it does so many great things for the mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I call it therapy for myself. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm having a bad day and I go to the gym, it seems like everything just goes away. It's time to myself. So I got that hour to just kind of clear my mind and also better myself. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I look at it for myself as therapy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's to the point where I feel funny if I don't train. You know, I'll tell my wife all the time, like, I got to get to the gym. I haven't been in 2 days. Like, but it's like part of what I do. You know what I'm
part
saying?
Of your regimen now.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it should be, right? Because it's especially, I guess, in our community, in the African American community, a lot more people you're seeing that more people are becoming overweight.
Of course.
Definitely working out and getting healthy is important.
Right. Because once you start to, I always tell my clients, I'm like, look, a lot of them say, oh, Fred, I'm going on vacation. Okay. But I always have them be mindful of the way they're eating when they go away. Because people can gain weight really fast. You can gain 5 pounds in a week. 4 days, 3 to 4 days, you can gain 5 pounds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I want them to always feel like, you know, we put all this work in for an hour. I don't want you to blow that. So I don't want you to go crazy on the food and then come back. And it's like, you got to go through the whole process all over again. You know what I'm saying? So we're making strides. So kind of, you know, the way you eat and how we train kind of go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much how, you know, how I try to approach everything. I even let them know, like, you know, one of my clients had went to Jamaica, and, you know, she flew out, had a great time. But when she came back, we had to kind of start from ground zero again, because the weight kind of, you know, went up to not an extravagant amount, but, you know, I had her weigh herself before she left. You know what I mean? So just so I can know as a trainer, like, oh, this is where we at. I'll see what changed when you get back. So, you know, just trying to get people to be more mindful of what they're putting in their body. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it matters.
Everything, I'm not saying like you have to cut everything off, but everything has to be done in moderation. You know what I'm saying?
Balance.
Like, you can't go crazy on it. Like, treat yourself every once in a while, but this can't be a Monday through Friday type of thing. Like, we're not going to get the results that we're looking for with that.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
What is what's the ultimate goal? Like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to have your own gym? Are you trying to, like, train athletes, or what's the goal?
The ultimate goal for me is to build up my clientele. As I'm doing in the process of us speaking, I'm actually branching out. I'm networking with different people. I've been able to meet some really phenomenal people just becoming a trainer, people that I would have never been able to bump shoulders with if I wasn't in this game. You know, I've met guys that do CrossFit. Shout out to Philly Personal Fitness down in I think that's Fishtown, Brewery Town or Fishtown that they're in. But guys down there are amazing. My guy out in Collindale, Sean, he's helped me a lot along the way. Tony Beatty out in Clifton Heights, like these are guys that have been training for 30 years.
Oh,
and I actually build like really good relationships because they want to see me win. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, build up my clientele. And of course, the ultimate goal is to have my own gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where I can have trainers come in, they can train their clients there. You know what I mean? I have my own clientele. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to have everything under the Fit by Fred umbrella. Yes. That would be the ultimate goal for myself. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well, you deserve it. And yes, I definitely see that. I'm calling it now. I see that coming very soon for you.
All that. I always tell my wife all the time, you got to see it. You got to see it before it happens. You know what I mean? I actually going to get into a habit of jotting things down. You know what I mean? I want to come into fruition. So every once in a while I can glance at that and be like, all right, that's the goal. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
you know, things are good. What manifesting is, right? We write it down, we see it, and then we make it happen.
Yeah, we make it happen. That's it. That's it. Simple. Yeah.
So I want to switch gears to let people get to know. We know the training side, right?
Yes.
So now I know everybody, well, maybe not, but most people have seen the movie The Best Man, right?
Yes.
So they asked everybody what was their top 3. So his top 3, Morris Chestnut character was God, family, and football. What's your top 3 for life?
I would say God first.
Yes.
Family and fitness.
They're my
3 go-tos right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, those 3 right there. That's me all day. You know, I got a beautiful wife. I got 3 beautiful kids.
Oh.
And I'm trying to make my way. You know what I mean? Yeah. Slow crawl, but I'm getting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's a beautiful thing.
Yes,
it's always good, you know. Of course, it's not a popular thing right now, but it's always important to show reverence to God. That's always a plus in my life.
Without him, I wouldn't even be where I am now, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I started from the ground, and you know, to go from where I started to where I am now, I really see a big difference in myself. I see a difference in, you know, my clients. You know, my clientele that I have is growing. You know, everybody's getting results. There hasn't been one person that I trained that hasn't had a result.
Yeah.
I haven't given one person nothing that everybody's been looking for that. They've gotten it training with me. So, you know, I'm definitely pleased with that.
That's a win. That's a win right there.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
What would you say was the best day thus far that you've had since you've been in this training journey? If you could say a best day, that's kind of tough.
Okay. Best day was probably when I became certified.
Ah, nice.
When I got my certification, that was a really big moment for me and I had a great support system. My wife really helped me along the way. She was quizzing me nightly. Every night I had to come home. And, you know, I'm not an in the book guy like that. So, you know, I was really feeling strong about, you know, what I was able to bring to the training game. So, you know, I would come home, I would read, you know, I would have her quiz me, read. So I remember putting off the final exam, right? Mm-hmm. Because I thought that I wasn't ready for it, right? Because it's 200 questions. So I'm like, I'm gonna wait till next week and take it. I'm not gonna take it yet because I don't. So she looked at me, and I never forgot this moment. She said, "What are you waiting for? You ready now? Go ahead and knock it out." So I took the exam, and I remember I had her go over to I went over to the front door. So I had her give me my results. I said, "Look, don't lie to me. Don't play with me. If I pass, I pass. If not, let me know." She said, "Oh my God, Fred, you passed." So that was like a really big moment for me. You know what I'm saying? Just to be able to grab that certification and be stamped out here with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that made it official, like a ref with a whistle, right?
Exactly. that really put the stamp on me, like, yeah, you know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
that's great too, because your clients know that they have a certified trainer.
Right.
So you actually have the credentials.
Right. I actually have it. And, you know, coming up, you know, those are questions that you don't ask. Nobody's ever asked me that. You know what I'm saying? No client that I've ever had said, "Are you certified?" That's like a question that doesn't come out of nobody's mouth. You know what I mean? But in case they do ask, I am. You know what I mean? So, but you know, but you never really hear that part of it. Like certain trainers that I even know, I don't even know if they're certified. Nobody talks about that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's something that I noticed along the way. You know?
Yeah, and it's something to be proud of, and like I said, it gives you that's credibility with that too.
Right, exactly.
So it shows that not only you're very serious about what you're doing, serious about making sure that not only are you training people, but you're doing it the right way and that it's healthy and that it's
right. It's everything is done. Yep, everything is done the right way. You know what I mean? Everything's done the right way. As far as how we start the workout, how we finish the workout, you know what I mean? Breathing techniques, all of that's done the right way. Yeah.
Right. So I got 2 more questions for you.
All right, let's go. I'm here to run it. Let's run
it. So 5 years. What are we going to hear about Fit by Fred in 5 years?
5 years. You might see me on the news in 5 years.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Maybe less than that.
Yeah.
You know, you might see I'm talking more like 3. Honestly, I'm thinking you might see a grand opening and an abundance of people coming in, balloon raise and all that. That's what I'm shooting for. That's what I'm shooting for because I know it can happen. It's just getting people to believe in your passion, right? It's kind of hard. Like I said, people have to break the normal. You know what I'm saying? In order to get into the training game, you really have to get out of your comfort zone. You know what I mean? That's the bottom line. You know,
like building yourself out there.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable to work out. You're putting your body through something that it doesn't normally do. So the next day, that's why you have the soreness. That's why it's like, oh, I can't walk because your body's not used to it. But once you get locked in, the pain's not going to be as bad. Your body's changing. Now you won't go. So it's just getting people to break that initial beginning stage. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's hard for a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, getting started.
Getting started,
yeah.
Getting started is it's not easy. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting back saying because I'm a trainer that it's an easy thing to do. It's not. It's uncomfortable. Yeah. Very uncomfortable. I mean, who voluntarily goes and puts their body through all this trauma? You know what I'm saying? Like at will. It's uncomfortable.
And then sometimes your expectations are a little unrealistic because after you work out one time, you're looking in the mirror like, did I lose anything?
But you know what's crazy? Training is like, you know, I just had dreadlocks, right? So I actually learned a lot with my lock journey, right? It actually taught me patience, right? Because you have to wait for your hair to lock. It's a certain amount of time where you can't wash it. So all these things you have to wait for. And it's kind of like training is kind of the same way. It's not going to happen overnight. You might not crack the code with seeing results till maybe 4 to 6 months. Wow. But in that time frame, we're working 2 to 3 days a week in those 4 to 6 months. It'll fly by, but you just can't quit. You can't give up. You got to keep pushing on through. So I think, you know, my pastor always said we're microwave babies. We want everything. We want everything now. Nobody want to wait for nothing, you know.
True.
But you know, training takes patience. You know what I mean? It takes patience. Even as a trainer, you have to be patient with the results. You know, you can't just go in there in a week's time just snap somebody down to where they want to be. It takes time. So once you understand that, it's pretty much a go. You know what I mean?
Listen, it couldn't have been a better interview, you know, just the way talking to you and just getting to, you know, kind of picking your brain and finding out how you got started and where you're headed, because that's we're calling that into existence. That's where you're going to be.
Of course.
So we know you're going to make it happen.
Yes.
So the last question that I have for you is, this is a question that I always ask. It's kind of a crazy question, but you can answer it however you wish.
All right.
I always ask people, what's the craziest thing you've ever done? I know that's a question.
Craziest thing I've ever done. Wow, that might take some time to think about. Craziest. I haven't done nothing. I don't take a lot of risks.
Okay, I got you.
Like, I'm not a risk taker. Like so I don't know what's the craziest thing I've ever done. Ooh, that might take some time. That
you ever jumped out of a plane or bungee jumping or what you call it? What's the thing where you hold on to the rope and you glide? What is that called?
What's that? Skydiving?
Parasailing or something? Something
like that.
I
wouldn't mind doing that one day. That might be one of the craziest things I've ever done if I ever get to do that. I'm just thinking. I don't want to hold you up too much, but that might require some thought there. The craziest thing I ever done.
Or let's change it then. Let's say best day of your life.
Can I got a few of those. I got a couple of them.
Go ahead, break it down.
Best day was probably when I got married.
Oh, beautiful.
When I got married, that was a beautiful day. That was a day I'll never forget.
Yeah.
And my children being born, they were those were days that, as a young guy, I didn't even see happening. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, for that to happen, it was like, they were like some of the best days of my life. Just having, being married to my wife and having my children. They were really, really great days for me.
Wow.
Yes, it was it.
Don't get no better than that. That's
That
is beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
I enjoyed this interview, and I hopefully everybody got a sense of you and also will reach out to you. Where can they find you? Where can they seek you out?
They can go to my Instagram. My Instagram is FitByFred3. They can send me a direct message and get right to me. You know what I mean? And just let me know who they are, what they're trying to do, and we can schedule it from there. Yeah, Instagram is pretty direct. Now I also have a YouTube page too. They can go on YouTube, Fit by Fred, and check out some of my workouts on there. A lot of my workouts are on Instagram as well. And I also have a TikTok, Fit by Fred on TikTok as well. Just in case they want to get a feel of, what's coming or the style that I train, they can also go on there and see multiple clients. They see me working myself. So it'll be a really nice, they can go through and just see everything they need to see. You know what I mean?
So across all social media is Fit by Fred 3.
YouTube is Fit by Fred. TikTok is Fit by Fred. Instagram is Fit by Fred 3.
Okay.
Number 3 behind it.
All right. All right. Well, Fred, I appreciate you taking the time out.
I appreciate you for having me. Thank you.
I'm indebted to you. You know what I mean? I appreciate the work with me early on, and it's it's continued. I still have that desire and keeping myself healthy. And I see you shining and doing your thing. So
man, I'm trying. And listen, for those like Nat shared earlier, Nat was I want to thank Nat on her platform as well, because Nat was my first client.
Wow.
I remember we were going around the planet getting it and at night. You know what I'm saying? When I was first starting out, I wasn't certified, nothing. But Nat actually saw the vision early on. Everything that people are seeing now, Natalie been seeing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just want to thank you for putting that belief in me early on like that. That's why when you reached out and it's time to get on it, I got to come back around, and we're doing it on a different level this time. So, what I mean? That was a no-brainer for me. You know what I mean? We got to support each other, man.
Definitely. Well, I think that's the message at the end, that I love to just end it off with that. Support each other, especially Black people. And we gotta, and not saying, listen, we love everybody. Everybody is wonderful, has their own special gifts, but in our community, especially, we got to support each other.
Yeah,
so much more.
Right, and I see that a lot, even in this game that I'm in. If everybody would stick together, we can do so much more. I mean, it's like everybody singles themselves out, and it's like, yo, we can get together and throw a mega joint somewhere and really get it going. But it's like, I'll still push the narrative of that because, just because certain people might not want to do it, I'll still reach out. Like, look, we get together, we can have a boot camp, and we can have, instead of 50 people, we can have 100 people.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? So I think definitely trainers need to start uniting, because I don't see no reason that we're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody wants to look good. Everybody wants to get in shape. You know what I mean? So it's a market for that. So let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. Collaborate and get things moving.
Right. That's it. That's all it is.
Thank you, Fred. Thanks for your time.
I appreciate it, man. So how can people will be able to see us chopping it up on the platform?
We're gonna be everywhere. We're gonna be on YouTube. Spreaker.com. It's going to be on iHeartRadio, Amazon Radio, iTunes Radio. I mean, just
we all over now.
Any platform, and then a lot of podcast platforms too. So I'll link you to all of the different networks that we'll be on. And definitely want people to, of course, you'll be on all of our Intune Entertainment Group's blogs and web pages and things that we have as well. So we definitely will be all over the globe, all over the net.
Cool. I definitely appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me tonight. Thank you.
Of course. And make sure you tell your wonderful family hello.
Sure will. I'll let them know as soon as we're done here. Yep, I got you.
We're gonna stay. We're gonna keep watching you and watch the.
We got more. We got more to come. We got more to come. More to come, baby. Fit by Fred.
Fit by Fred is out. We signing off. 7 questions NTG. It's a wrap.
Every day I move this way like every day. Every day I move